All right, moms, don't tell nobody, okay? But I am back. Typically, I do one recording a day, and I try not to get too ahead into the future so I could pick up on it and then savor the experience. However, yesterday's energy reading was juicy. hmm And so we're gonna continue, okay? We're gonna continue this energy. We're gonna savor the moment. So that's why I look the same. Okay, we're doing multiple recordings in one day. We'll keep going because 15 minutes ain't enough. I feel like I done scrolled into one of them damn TikTok them TikTok movies. You know when you be scrolling, you be scrolling on TikTok, and then those damn weird ass short stories, short films be showing up in the ads. It be crazy. Um, Trying to get you to click that stuff. No. Anyway, I felt like I had done scrolled across one of them things. But Spirit, thank you for allowing me to see clearly. Energy reading for my mom. Okay. We got. We gotta stick together, moms. Energy reading for my moms. Hmm. See, I don't know if this is about love, money, anyone acting funny, but we're gonna figure it out together. All right, so we have Taurus, Leo energy. Mm-hmm. So someone here is a bad investment. Someone here may be reaching out to you or may have already reached out to you about you not finishing what you started, whatever agreement you guys agreed on or something like that. This person you may not be interested in making an investment, or someone feels like you're not willing to make the investment. Okay. Your energy is also showing up like this may result in some type of unfinished business, but you do not feel like you're prepared to make this type of investment, or you don't feel like you're prepared to be vulnerable. You feel like if you're vulnerable with someone, if you're honest with someone, you're not really honest, but if you're vulnerable with someone, that is going to affect you more. Like this choice or this investment affects you more than it affects the other person. All right. You can feel someone, maybe someone wants to manifest something with you, maybe someone is manifesting you, but you feel like being vulnerable to that or giving into that manifestation is not in your best interest. So you got your guards up. Okay. You got your guards up and you are moving forward. So you are moving forward. Okay. You're trying to make wise investments and you're moving forward. That's what I'm tapped into right now. Okay. Who's coming towards you? I had a call come in. So you got many options coming in towards you. So multiple people, multiple choices. There could be a test that's involved, a literal test at school. You could be going back to school and you got to do some final exams, or you got some mid-semester or end of the semester exams to complete. I don't fucking know. But you got a lot of options that you can work with, and you're trying to make the right investment. What needs your immediate attention? Hmm. Someone feels like they didn't get to tell you the truth about how they feel about something or how they feel about you. This is the person that's manifesting you. Someone here is intentionally manifesting you behind the scenes, wherever you go, wherever you live. They are manifesting a conversation with you. They are manifesting feelings. They are stirring up the pot. Okay. There's someone here that works with you, that's committed to you. We got work, Libra, Scorpio. So there's someone behind the scenes that you work with that feels like something isn't fair. Okay. You aren't feeling like you have it, you aren't where you financially want to be, or you aren't where you want to be exactly, but you're well on your way. But like right now, you're not really trying to attract a lot of attention towards you, because you feel like when too many people are focused on what you got going on and what you're doing, it stifles your progress. Okay, so it does seem as if these could be people as well showing up in your dreams. I am seeing some external forces, which you don't see. Um, the external forces are all manifesting their own thing. They all want their own objective. They have their own intentions, right? And multiple people feel like you are leaving them on a cliffhanger, not providing them the clarity or what they want to know, because they're sending out intentions. Okay, magic is all over this reading, especially with all emotions here. This is using using emotions, using your feelings to get what they want. So it seems I'm seeing a phone and there's like multiple telephone lines, and you're like picking it up, trying to solve and clear out a queue. You could work at a call center, or answer multiple emails, and everybody needs something, everybody wants something. Someone else may be concerned. Multiple people are like concerned where you've been, what you've been up to, X, Y, and Z. Okay. Feeling like, why aren't you invested, or why aren't you doing this anymore? Someone could be asking like, why don't you do this, or why don't you do that anymore? Ultimately, whatever you provided to people, they didn't appreciate it. Someone is giving, multiple people did not appreciate it. They had made you feel inadequate. When they had you, they didn't have it. So it feels like multiple people, they feel like they don't have some type of guidance for the Two of Wands, and things are going bad for them. And because things are going bad for them, they feel like they may have offended you. Okay. Yeah. Multiple people feel like bad things are happening to them, because of something that they did to you. And though you haven't said it, they can't prove it, they feel as if they have unfinished business with you. Now, mind you, there's a lot of different people here. So I guess we're going to pick up on the strongest one. Clarify the Seven of Cups, Spirit. Ooh, so these are karmics. Okay, so karmic, you do have a lot of karmic soulmates here. Multiple karmic soulmates, not just one. Okay, they're showing up romantic, platonic, false twin flames, all the above. And each one of these people, each one of these karmic soulmates wants you to share your wealth of knowledge, your wealth of skill, your wealth of, I need to know you care. I need to know you're invested. I need to know you got my back. You know what I'm saying? I need to know that you are invested, because if you are invested, then I can emotionally affect you with magic. Okay? If you are not emotionally invested in my opinion, my affairs, my reality, my situation, then I can't make you feel bad. If you don't have shame, and that's one of the primary sources of magic that people use to make you feel guilt, shame, remorse, whatever. I can't invoke that emotion in you if you have no way or measure of what shame looks like for you. And so these karmic soulmates feels as if you are neglecting them by not investing or giving attention to. But these are feelings of rejection. Like, well, since you dismiss me or since I feel rejected by you, then I'm going to pretend like I'm not paying attention to you, even though I am. I'm going to work against your dreams because you're not satisfying mine. And so these are like, I need to know what it is that you want in order to affect you in this way. Clarify success for me. So stagnation, lack of achievement, exhausted. This is burnout. Burnout, burden, empty. You have nothing else to give. You've exhausted something. I feel like you've exhausted your investment in something. And so now your kindness, it's as if once you've said all you could say, did all you could do, and the karmic soulmates are not changing, are not evolving, are not growing. What else is there left for you to do? At that point, the divine's going to make you aware that you are trying to make a horse drink from the well. But the karmic soulmates are mad that you're not trying to make them drink from the well. They want you to constantly talk at them because it drains you. The more you talk at them and tell them what to do and X, Y, and Z, they feel like you care. When you stop doing that, those karmic soulmates feel as if they've done something wrong to you. All along, their intentions were to burn you out. Yes. It's giving no justice, no peace. So something wasn't balanced, something wasn't fair, and for that reason, you go on with your life. You move on. Doesn't make you happy, so you move around. Even if it's something professional. If you were doing something professional and you did not feel appreciated at your job or your workplace of work, and it doesn't bring you peace and happiness, why would you leave just a romantic relationship? Should not you leave the job as well? I feel like you had to ask yourself those critical questions. This isn't confusing. You can't go back to a place that's confusing. God is not the author of confusion. And so if there was anything that made you doubt or made you feel weak, okay, or inadequate, it's like, well, I got my answer. This work environment is toxic. These people are toxic. This situation is toxic. And so you don't play in playgrounds that are sinking. You jump ship. And it feels like all these karmic relationships feel as if you jump ship. So they call you they look at you like a sellout. Hey, only hurt dogs holler. So I feel like you are not hollering. It's like, okay, if that's how they view you, great. Cornflakes, frosted flakes. All right. So they feel like you've been cold, you've been distant, chaos at work. You know what I see here? There were people that were building off of your success. Mm-hmm. Whole time they want to take your place. Backstabbers. These people wanted your attention, wanted your magnetism. They wanted your work ethic, your determination, your accolades. I want to be perceived in the eyes of other people like you. Mm-mm-mm. I want to see you fall. They want to see you fall. I want to see you. I want to learn take everything from you, and then I want to be better than you. So it's like trying to use you as competition towards their own endeavors. Multiple people now have been doing this. And that's the stirring of the pot that I'm seeing here. But it feels like they feel like they've been failing to spiritually attack you in this way. Okay? Because in order to spiritually attack you, you must share the same truth. Okay? Perspective of anything on any topic can be true for more than one person at the same time. The problem that they're having is trying to figure out what truth you stand on. Until someone knows what truth you stand on, they can't make you feel like a failure and they haven't completed their task. The karmic energy feels that they haven't completed their task. Because it's like, you just keep going and going and going. There's just more and more. You got more and more and more. You go deeper and deeper and deeper, and it just feels overwhelming. Like they can't keep up. It's like, why can't I keep up? Why don't I have that type of keen insight? You got the keys to the fucking universe, and they know it. They know it. You got the keys to the motherfucking universe, and it's like the protection that was once there to ward this type, to cloak you and ward this type of energy off of you. The divine has allowed the energy to come in. Okay, don't get it twisted. That is just any takers. Okay, so the protection was removed off of you. So whoever takes the bait, you're bait. You are bait. You are walking fucking bait. And multiple karmic relationships, soulmates, friendships, etc. have taken the bait. They took a hit at you. So it's like, here you are, just this fish out in the sea, and they're like, ooh, I want to nip at it. I want to nip at it. They tended to nip at you. Toxic. Listen, the hopeless, lost souls, toxic, refusing to do the work. I only want to sit around and know the gossip. Okay. This is their karma for trying to fuck with your peace. Okay, stop trying to stifle your growth and your prosperity. Y'all see how, like, even though I started off this reading talking about how I wanted to jump back, I wanted to go back there in that energy. And Spirit said, no, I have another plan for you. I have other plans for you. And so even though that's where I wanted to go, it was not up to me to decide where I wanted to be. Spirit said, I got other plans for you. Listen, trust the process. If trust the process wasn't a listen, because I set the intention. And so if you're feeling like, I'm doing this off my own strength, no, baby, you're not. You're not. That's what they want you to believe, that you're just telling your own business. You're just talking about your fucking self and your life and X, Y, and Z. They would love for that to be the reality, but you deep, deep. Okay, you real deep, for real. You really like that. You really like that. So when it's for you, you will know. Okay, when it's for you, you will know. See, they control the narrative, and so only a person can speak on some shit that they currently do. And that's what they don't want you to know. That's all they do. So to try to discredit you and make it seem like that's all you be doing is deflection at its highest form. Okay? And then they try to mask it with flattery. Fuck you mean. They try to mask that shit with flattery. Oh, I know what you're doing. I know how you did that. No, ninja, you do not. You do not know. They're threatened. You have multiple people that be watching you in secret, and they're threatened that you are going to take down their establishment. You're going to take them out of business. You're going to run them down because here you are with keen insight. Here you are with depth. You do something in a way that threatens the lane that this person is currently established in. And someone feels like you are a threat to their establishment, to their wealth, because they don't have no other option. This is all they fucking have. Okay? Mm-mm-mm. Antisocial. Okay, I'm picking up popular loner in your feeling silent treatment left out. Okay, so you turned your back. Yeah. If you want to put it in the air fryer somewhere, you can. So there are people that were attempting to pull a you on you. They're like, oh, I know what you're doing. You're trying to ignore me to make me give you my attention. Well, I'm going to be antisocial just like you and ignore fucking you. See how you like it when it's done to you. X, Y, and Z. Now we're both busy. Now we're both too occupied. You don't care about what I got going on? Well, now you're about to regret it. All right? So the difference between you and this person is you have no problem. I'm hearing a B roll. Okay? You'll tell a motherfucker what their judgment is right to their face, straight up to their face. Straight up to their face. Someone wants you in your feelings. They want to control. They feel like you're not stressed enough about something. You're not worried enough about something. You're too calm about something. I feel like someone is coming to the awareness that y'all don't have no blood ties or something like that. Someone feels like, oh, if I had blood ties to something, it'd be a different story. Someone here has a gang mentality. Okay. And they're watching you and they feel like you're too happy. Like you're smiling. You're supposed to be sad. We're in mourning. Someone is a psychopath. Male or female, doesn't matter. Someone is a straight psychopath. Swear to God. I'll pull three from here. Influencer status. You will not spill the tea. Social recognition, online fame, power to influence. Swipe up. You will not spill the tea. You will not do something that someone wants you to do. And it's like, well, if you're not telling me this, karmics are so. I feel like Do you know that I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of karmic soulmates, a lot of karmic people have been drawn to you because they feel like the fact that you won't spill the tea to karmic energy and how mass it is in numbers, you amassed, some of y'all, you amassed a following of nothing but karmic souls that were convinced that they were divine. But they didn't do the work, so they remain in karmic energy, safe space. And so it's no longer a safe space. Something is no longer a safe space because you have fake floggers and catfishers and karmic people that are pretending to be something that they're not. For some of you guys, depending on what you do, you could expose. Someone here could be worried that you are going to expose how a lot of people get to where they're going, how it's really just, it's not backed by real accounts or real people. They're just profiles. Okay. Someone here pays for their, they pay for their following, they pay for their subscribers, they pay for their comments. Anything to do with, they paying for likes, they paying for following, they paying for comments. Okay. But the people that are paying for comments, likes, and stuff like that, it's like they don't want you to expose that because it will mess up their scheme. Okay, hustle mode. To crack down on this type of energy, platforms are making it harder for people to reach their certain RPMs. Yeah, and you have to be way more authentic and way more engaged in order to get certain type of, because people have been like reusing content and like making, like just keeping a clip on a loop. They'll pull out, let's say someone's a reader, they'll pull out all their cards and the same loop is looping, and then they're using AI voice to over talk, and so it's looped in a way where it grabs your attention, and that's the audio placed on top of the loop. But they're using like people that just show hands. They're using visuals, okay, just like the loop of the cards. And so if you ever pay attention to the cards that are on the spread, it'll be like the same cards for every zodiac sign, or the same cards for every message. And the only thing that changes is the voice. And the integrity has been just really hard to prove. And so those that, do it all the time, and those that really go over and beyond, that's when platform starts to acknowledge that it's not a bot account. There's something here about what's required, because a lot of people have been complaining about being catfished. A lot of people have been complaining about being scammed. And so it just fucks with the integrity. Okay. And so yeah, it's giving me like, how could you be so um to make sure that this doesn't change for people that are making money off of it. They need people like you that can really read between the lines and shit like that, not to be able to pick up on this stuff. And if you can, they watch you and they stalk you and they gang stalk you and shit like that. Uh-huh. Because they don't want their money flow to end. They don't want you exposing how they do that shit, because they feel like you can actually see how they actually, like, you can see if it's a real person on the other side of the screen without actually seeing them. You can see if it's a real person, or if it's a person on the screen operating multiple accounts. Money moves. Yep. They're making bank. Making bank. Creating even program developers and sponsoring it, and like it feels like that used to be it's not backed by real sponsors. It's almost like anyone could create a sponsorship. Anyone can develop an app. Anyone can develop a program, put it on social media, sponsor it. And because you feel like these major platforms like YouTube, TikTok, all these different platforms are pushing that content, that they would have vetted the person, right? They would have vetted the person paying for the sponsor. But no, all they care about is the fact that the person paid for the sponsorship. It's up to you to have the discernment. And that's what these big corporations don't want you to know. Case closed. I'm hearing case closed, dearie. Bibbity bobbity boo. Yeah, and then they be waiting for like, then they get a call from like the same vendors and stuff like that, and really like those vendors help promote those businesses and fund them, and then establishes credibility, so not everyone is going off word of mouth and influence. Like, oh my god, this is my big break, I'm making it. Telling you, it's not a safe space anymore. Bad investments. Okay. So you pulling out of certain investments is your intuition telling you you need to go another route, because this bad investment is going to catch up to people. Yeah, Six of Wands, I'm telling you, it's in the public eye, in some type of entertainment industry, social media. Three of Cups. There's a lot of gossip. There's a lot of chatter. about this and how people get successful. Okay, I'm seeing someone have to surrender their entire platform and stuff like that. They're not going to see it coming. Someone feels like they have to keep y'all from fucking talking and spreading your big mouths, especially y'all on social media. I'm telling y'all, the world. There is someone here that's getting a lot of recognition, a lot of fame, a lot of following, a lot of influence. Okay, and they feel like all of you people with this intuition and this gift to be able to keen insight into these types of situations, you're making it hard for people to scam. You're making it hard for scammers. Making it hard. So I'm seeing here with I feel like for a lot of you, there's gonna be someone that surrenders and they're gonna like move on because they don't want you to see their scamming tactics and they don't want their scamming tactics exposed. Okay. Yeah, someone here feels like it's been too difficult to try and get you on their team. I feel like someone wanted to recruit you. Queen of Wands is like, I want to recruit you. Three of Swords, I want you on my team. And they feel like the more they're around you and connected to you, the more they look into you, the more you look into, the more you can see into them. Because really, you're not in competition with these people. You're in competition with yourself, your own personal growth. You becoming a better person than yesterday. All right. Someone wants you to misuse your intuition and get them to be successful, famous, all-star. Tell them what they need to hear to be successful, famous, and all this other stuff on their path and their journey. And I feel like they can't see themselves in you anymore. You're not mirroring what they need mirrored in order for them to feel like like you're always there to shift the perspective for them and to do the work for them. These are people that were, you were the sacrifice, baby. The lovers, fake love. Yeah, you went to a frequency that they can't go. So that's what I got for all my moms, all my scamming and agents and shit in your bag. Spin that shit. I feel like that is definitely someone has uploaded themselves into the digital era. Okay. They're like a ghost supporter. And the person really behind the screen is you. It's like people. It's like this person is saying people are dumb. Because the person behind the screen is the first people saying people that's been canceled. All right, imagine saying, "Oh, I'm never gonna support the diddler," and the diddler is financially funding a lot of influencers secretly from secret accounts. That's just hypothetically speaking. Not saying that that person is or not, but mm, sometimes we think that you have to be seen, and more power being non-seen than you do being seen, because you can go only as far as your limitation of your physical aesthetic. You got to be physically pleasing, but when you become nobody, you take a POV approach. There is someone out there in the digital world taking a POV approach, and they are making bank. And I feel like all these platforms are working really hard to catch a grip on it, to really manage it without making everyone afraid to use these devices and stuff like that. Because if you really knew just how much everything that you use for your entire life is monitoring you and controlling a lot, man, you wouldn't even participate. It's real. Like, I don't know how real I'm explaining it, but it's real. So now some people call this conspiracy. You know what I'm saying? Conspiracy. That sobered up real quick. Yep. I'm checking out.